Hello, my name is Katrina Gumrav, and I am a current Winterim intern with Metal Labs at UCF this semester, and this is my research project. So I create a micro-anomaly control panel simulation prototype. So essentially what my research is on is the fact that a lot of times in real world scenarios, these big catastrophes that occur are not often singular events. They are often caused by a bunch of small mistakes that are either bypassed or just simply not noticed. So I wanted to create a simple procedural training scenario and then slowly interject anomalies as they go and see how operators react and even if they do react. And so you start off in this little control room. As you can see, it's a 3D environment. Then the user sees the control panel. They're able to walk up and interact. So now we get to our instruction panel. This is the procedural part of the simulation. So we have a panel logging exercise. We are going to record the gauge values every 15 seconds, monitor the panel and adjust controls as you see fit, and record 3 times in total. We also have our panel interactions here. So we have knobs, which we can click to increase value, shift click to decrease value, and then toggle switches, which we can click to change the state. I really wanted to point out that I kept it ambiguous on purpose. This is the procedural part of the exercise. It really only tells you to record values and the keywords being adjust controls as you, as the operator, see fit. So we're going to start the scenario. And as you can see, we have temperature, pressure, and flow rate gauges, as well as indicator lights that are going to show us how these important values are reacting, as well as we can see our little simulation here going, and 3 interactable knobs and toggles that we have to work with. So we're ready to record. Let's record our first value. So everything here in the log looks good, and I'm looking and something's not going right. So I start to touch things. Oh, something's not right here. Let me try and up this, and something's really not right. I'm not a great operator. And I'm trying to break things down. Oh, it's time to record. Obviously, I had to check something was wrong. So let me try and fix it again, and nothing's happening. That's interesting, as well as this is frozen. So what can I do? What can I do? Let me try and switch to auto mode. And yes, that readjusted everything back to normal, and we are able to record, and our scenario is complete. So then we get the scenario summary. So essentially, we tested whether the operator could notice small, unexpected changes and stabilize the system without step-by-step instructions. That's the key part. So our first recording, all indicators were within normal range. Everything was green. The second recording, it showed some abnormal values. As you can see, I am not a great control panelist. And the third recording, we recorded in stable range after we auto-enabled. So the first anomaly that I introduced, as you saw, was a gradual value drift. Things randomly started drifting up or down away from normal. We had pressure and flow drifted at about these time frames, moving towards a high value and towards a low value. In response, temperature also rose along with pressure drift, but it was brought back to normal range at the end of the scenario. The second anomaly I introduced was loss of indication or a frozen panel. As you saw, I was trying to change values and nothing was working. The really key part that made me notice was that little simulation where I could see on the left-hand side. When that was frozen, I knew something was definitely wrong. So our panels froze at this time frame, and then we decided to auto-enable, which sets everything back to normal since it is auto mode, which is usually a normal state at approximately this time frame, which gives us our response time. So this scenario is super important. The summary itself is because I, as an operator, was not aware that this anomaly or this anomaly was going to occur. However, as an operator, I was able to react the best I could. And this is really important because in real world scenarios, you're not going to be explicitly told what's going to happen and when and how to fix it. So I think introducing these quiet anomalies into training systems could really help how operators work in the future. And yeah, that is my research project. We can return back to the control room. And thank you so much for listening.